Hey everybody, David the AI Guide here. Happy Wednesday, and thank you for tuning in to the AI Guide channel on YouTube. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And please comment and share. We love your comments. We'll try to answer as many as we can, but please keep your comments coming and share videos that you like with your friends. And we really appreciate all your support, especially our new subscribers. Now that we've crossed 130, we really appreciate that. Thanks a lot. So today we're talking about an article from Forbes magazine, link will be below, about a wave of billion-dollar startups are coming in computer vision. So the author of this article says that computer vision is the most mature area of AI. And he also talks about natural language processing, which is Siri, Alexa, and Google Home. But this particular article was about computer vision. And whether it's the most mature or not, it doesn't matter. But the author references what we've talked about, which was the breakthrough in AI at what he calls the now historic ImageNet competition in 2012, when Geoffrey Hinton and his team debuted the first really working neural network. And we know, because we've talked about this a lot on our prior videos, that neural nets were significantly enhanced between 2012 and 2015. That has led to multiple breakthroughs in the last 5 to 6 years. We're barely into 2021 still, but let's say 5 years. So this is revolutionary technology that is now exponential, driving exponential change. And one aspect of that is certainly computer vision. And the first broad application of that is in autonomous car efforts. So this is Tesla and all electric autonomous car manufacturers and startups are using multitudes of sensors, and this is going to get more and more sophisticated. Self-driving is coming at level 5 where it will work. In a very recent video, I told you that Germany is now allowing, breaking news, level 4 autonomy, which means the AI is in full control of the vehicle, but a human still has to sit there with a steering wheel and the pedals accessible just in case. But we rack up millions of miles of level 4 in the next 2 to 3 years, and level 5 will be here. So we've also talked about some other areas where computer vision, we've been calling it sensors, and I like that better because it sort of is easier to understand. But we've talked about AI and sensors in agriculture, for example. So in agriculture, we know that AI is being used both from space and drones and planes and otherwise to use images to manage farmland. And it tells the farmer, where is dry and where needs less water, and when insects are attacking and what the insect is, and what needs fertilizer and what doesn't, and all kinds of things. Farming is going to go through a productivity gain from AI over the next 5 to 10 years that will rival the gain from farm machinery like tractors and combines and stuff like that. This is going to be big, and we need it because we're approaching 8 billion people in the world, and we need more and better food production. So sensors is big in agriculture. We've talked about that. Sensors is also big in retail. We've talked about how robots are here and will be rolled out nationwide very soon in retail stores, and they will remember you, when you came, what you bought, and make suggestions for what you want to buy this time. But more than that, we know that Amazon has tested their grab-and-go store format called Go, which eliminates the need to check out. So you just go in, put stuff in your cart, and they know what you took, and they bill you for it, and you get an email or text invoice. So all stores will go to this without a doubt. Why? Because there is a huge side benefit, and that is the virtual elimination of theft, which is one of the biggest problems in retail, I'm sorry to say, but a lot of people go into stores and steal, and this will put a stop to it and also make the shopping experience much better, because I can tell you that over the last 6 months, there have been many times when I've been in the grocery store where, due to personnel shortages caused by COVID, I have been able to get my shopping done in the grocery store in 30 to 45 minutes, but then stood waiting an hour to get through checkout. That sucks, and it'll be gone. So the next area where sensors, computer vision is really being used now is in insurance, and this is to survey damage areas because it greatly speeds up surveys after catastrophic events like hurricanes and tornadoes and stuff like that, and allows much faster claim processing, much more accurate claim processing. But in addition to that, when you first sign up for homeowners insurance, don't be surprised if one day a drone comes over and takes pictures of your house to see what condition the roof is in, how close vegetation is to your house, what other hazards are around your house, and your insurance premium will depend on that. So for you millennials who are in home buying mode, something to think about. But insurance, that's going to get more and more and more common and develop really quickly. One area we haven't talked about that's sort of interesting is construction. So drones are already being used a lot in construction to evaluate the progress of jobs. And these huge construction companies that have projects all over the United States, now they can have people in corporate who can have a local person launch a drone, and they can know exactly what the status of these big construction projects is from corporate, which again is a real breakthrough. This improves efficiency, right? Because corporate does most of the ordering of materials and arranges labor for these construction sites. And by seeing the progress in near real time from remote locations, that's a breakthrough and will lead to big efficiencies in the construction field. And then the final thing the guide talks about is in security. So security can be a dangerous job, right? I mean, if you are security in a warehouse where there's valuable stuff or stuff that's highly desirable by thieves, like let's say certain types of pharmaceuticals or computers and computer parts, all kinds of stuff that is high theft. By using AI and sensors to create robots that can then do the security work, that really eliminates risk for people. And by the way, the whole RoboCop thing is, at the time that movie came out, I'm going to say 10 years ago, it didn't seem too real, but it's getting closer and closer to being real. Dangerous occupations like police, fire, security are ideal for robotics and replacing humans in that way to do these extremely dangerous tasks. And you'll see if you go to Boston Dynamics websites that one of their focuses is on building robots for these high risk or high stress environments, because robots aren't affected by all that. If a robot burns up, it's not great, it's money down the tube, but it's not as bad as losing a human life. So again, with comments at the end of each video about AI safe careers over, let's say by 2040, being a firefighter may not be a career path, may be taken over by robotics in that kind of time frame. Not quite as sure about police work. That might be a blended thing. Most likely would be. Security has the definite potential to go 100% robotic. So stuff to think about. Again, for those of you who are worried about AI taking your jobs, you want to go with high human touch jobs, which police work is, and that's why humans will stay in it. And of course, firefighters rescue people from burning buildings, but it certainly will be safer to have a robot do that than it is to risk a human life, to rescue a human life. So food for thought, lots of new opportunities, new jobs, new industries will be created by AI, by sensors, computer vision, and robotics. So let's all stay tuned. Thanks a lot. Take care, and talk to you next time.